Hello everyone, welcome to SJEC online classes. Myself Anita Pandey, your history teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel. In the previous video, we studied about political causes and social and religious causes of the chapter First War of Independence 1857. In this video, we will continue with the next topic, economic causes. First, exploitation of the economic resources of India. The British exploited the economic resources of India and enriched themselves at the cost of the Indians. All the trades and commerce had gone into the hands of British. As a result, the Indian industry suffered a setback while they carried away Indian wealth to their country. Next, subordinate of Indian economy to British interest were against the trade and the industrialist. Indian industry began to decline. The Indian silk and cotton goods could not compete in the foreign market because of heavy duties were imposed on them. On way, free trade was carried out. After the Industrial Revolution, the British wanted to use India as a supplier of raw materials and a market of their finished goods. The English exported raw materials from India to their country. Third, collapse of Indian handicrafts. There were a sudden and quick collapse of Indian handicrafts. The British policy of exporting raw materials also proved very harmful for the Indian handicrafts. Important industrial towns such as Dhaka and Surat declined. Next, unemployment among the people. After annexation, many civil and military officers and other employees of the state lost their jobs. Many pensioners lost their pensions, but the English offered them no alternative employment. Some people had to starve when they were deprived of their means of livelihood. All these people became enemy of the English and joined the rebel when the uprising broke out. Next, educated Indians became jobless. Only the English were appointed to the high post and were given handsome salaries. The educated Indians were not given high post. Their lot became miserable and they felt humiliated. Poverty and famine. The English did nothing to encourage trade and industry. It led to poverty among the Indians. Famines broke out frequently. Poverty and famine spread discontent among them. They thought that their condition would be improved only when the English left India. So they joined the great uprising of the revolt, hoping of improving their condition. Next, we come to the military causes. First, ill treatment of Indian sepoy. There were no fellow feeling between the English and the Indian soldiers. The Indian soldiers were considered inferior to the English soldiers. They helped the English to establish their empire in India, but they were not treated with contempt by the British officials. During their training, they were abused and kicked as if they were animals. Second, inferior status and low salary. The wage of the Indian soldiers were too less to support their families, and Indian soldiers were paid more than 8 times an Indian sepoy, while their duties were of a similar nature. The Indian had no chance of promotion either. They were not appointed to higher posts in the army. No Indians could rise higher than the post of Subedar, and his salary too was less than the English soldiers. Third, uh, enla- uh, General Service Enlistment Act. Lord Canning passed the General Service Enlistment Act. It created bitterness among the sepoy, as it bound them to be sent to fight even an overseas front. The sepoy opposed this act because it was contrary to their religion belief. Fourth, loss of British prestige in the First Afghan War. A myth prevailed among the soldiers that the English were inbeatable, but the beating they received in the First Afghan was broken. This myth and Indian sepoy felt that the British could also be defeated, so they gathered courage to take up arms against them. Fifth, effect of annexation of Awadh. The Bengal army was very strong and well armed. It consisted mainly of the soldiers drawn from Awadh. The annexation of Awadh in 1856 sent a wave of resentment among them and inflamed their feelings. 6. Numerical strength of the Indian soldiers. The number of soldiers were 5 times than the British troops. It encouraged the Indian soldiers to take up the arms against English. Then, immediate cause. Greece cartages. By 1857, material of a mass uprising was ready. Only a spark was needed to set up the fire. It was triggered by the Greece cartages. A new type of rifle and field rifle was introduced in the army. Greece cartages were to be used in them. Before fitting them in the rifles, the soldier had to bite the tip of the cartridges with their teeth. A rumor spread that they were greased with the fat of the cow and the pig. Both the Hindu and the Muslim sepoy were against the and thought that the English government wanted to harm their religion. Both refused to use these cartridges, and when forced was used against them, they revolted against